Hey guys, I'm Nisha Homi. Today I'm sharing a healthy and easy brown rice vegetable pulao made in the pressure cooker. I'm also sharing a healthy raita recipe to go along with the pulao. Super healthy and filling meal, perfect to include in your weight loss journey. So let's get started with the recipe. To make a brown rice pulao, I'm using 1 cup of hand pound brown rice. Into a bowl, I'm adding in the 1 cup of hand pound brown rice. Brown rice is a whole grain and is less processed than white rice, mostly hand pounded or processed such that its hull alone is removed, keeping the bran and germ intact. As a result, brown rice retains the nutrients that polished rice lacks, such as vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Brown rice has bran and 40% of the husk, hence, starch won't be much as in polished rice. And for this reason, brown rice can be cooked in the absorption method. Brown rice is a good source of folate, B2, and potassium. It is exceptionally high in manganese. This little known mineral is vital for many important processes in the body. So do try to include hand pound brown rice in your diet for your better health. Into this I'm adding in some water and I'm going to soak it for about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, now it's about 40 minutes and the brown rice has soaked really well. So I'm going to wash and rinse it a couple of times and then I'm going to keep it on a strainer. Now the reason why you need to soak grains like rice is to help release the phytic acid content in them. Phytates are nutrient inhibitors and soaking helps to release the phytic acid content in grains. So I'm going to wash and rinse it thoroughly and keep it on a strainer. Okay, now I have washed and rinsed the rice and I've kept it on a strainer. I'm going to keep this aside. The other ingredients I'm using are 2 bay leaves, 2 whole red chillies, 5 to 6 cardamom, 1 black cardamom, half of a mace which I have finely crushed, 5 to 6 whole black peppercorns, 6 to 7 cloves and 1 cinnamon stick, 1 medium-sized onion sliced, a small piece of ginger, and about 4 cloves of garlic, 2 green chilies. Green chili I will not be slitting it, I'm adding it just for flavor. The vegetables I'm using are 1/4 cup peas, 1/4 cup green beans, half of a capsicum chopped, 1 medium-sized potato chopped, 2 carrots chopped, 1/4 cup of cauliflower chopped. I'll also be using 1 medium-sized tomato. This is entirely optional. If you don't prefer, you can totally omit it. To make the pulao, I'm using my pressure cooker. So this is basically a 1-pan meal. That is, you only need a pressure cooker to make this pulao. I'm heating my pressure cooker and once it is heated, I'm adding in 2 tablespoons A2 desi ghee. Now instead of A2 desi ghee, you can use any wood pressed oil of your choice like groundnut oil, mustard oil, till oil or even coconut oil. Once the oil is heated, I'm adding in a handful or about 1.5 tablespoons of raisins, a handful or about 1.5 tablespoons of cashewnuts and lightly roast them in desi ghee. Once lightly roasted, remove it to a plate. I'll be using this to garnish the pulao. Next, I'm adding in 1 teaspoon jeera, also known as cumin seeds. Remember, the flame is on the lowest. I'm adding in 2 bay leaves. I'm just breaking into small pieces and adding in 2 whole red chilies, 1 black cardamom, green cardamoms, black peppercorns, cloves, 1 stick cinnamon which I am breaking into small pieces and adding in half of a mace. And I'm lightly giving it a stir. Next I'm adding in the sliced onion. This is 1 medium-sized onion. Give it a mix. Allow the onions to turn light golden brown in color. Remember, the flame is on the lowest. Once the onion is transparent or light pink in color, add in the green chilies. I'm not breaking the green chilies into half or even slitting the green chilies. I'm adding the green chilies just for flavor. And I'm chopping in the garlic cloves. I'm chopping in the ginger. Instead of using whole ginger and garlic, you can also use ginger garlic paste. Give it a good stir and allow the onions to turn light golden brown in color. Into this I'm adding in pink Himalayan salt as needed. Give it a good stir. And once the onion starts to turn light golden brown in color, I am chopping in 1 tomato. Give it a stir and let it saute for about a minute so that the moisture of the tomato is absorbed. Next, I am adding in the vegetables. So I am adding in the cauliflower, carrot, potato, beans and peas. I'll be adding the chopped capsicum towards the end. Give it a stir and allow the vegetables to get sauteed on low flame. I'm adding in half teaspoon garam masala, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder. Today I'm using Vigon turmeric, which has high curcumin content. Adding turmeric powder is entirely optional. If you don't prefer it in your pulao, you can totally skip it. Half teaspoon Kashmiri chilli powder and give this a good mix. Allow the spices to get lightly roasted so that the raw flavor is diminished. Next, I'm adding in water, that is 2 cups of water. I'm measuring the water in the cup or glass with which I measured the rice. So for 1 cup of rice, I'm using 2 cups of water. Allow this to come to a boil. And once it boils, add in the strained rice. At this point, you can check salt. If you feel you need more salt, you can add in. And then close the pressure cooker and wait for the steam to come through the hob. And once the steam starts to come through the hob, place the weight on the hob and wait for the first whistle. Since the bran and 40% of the husk is there, starch won't be much as in polished white rice. Hence, ideal to pressure cook the rice. After the first whistle, put the flame on the lowest and let it simmer on low flame for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, turn off the flame and open the cooker once the pressure has released by itself. While the pulao is getting ready, I am making a raita to go with it. Into a bowl, I have already chopped 2 tomatoes and 1 medium-sized onion. And into this, I am adding in my thick home-set cashew curd, which I had made at home. I've already shared how to make vegan cashew curd at home. Please do check the recipe. So I'm adding in about 1/4 cup of cashew curd. Now if you don't have any issues with dairy milk, you can use ordinary curd instead. And into this I'm adding in pink Himalayan salt as needed and give it a good mix. To give a tadka for the raita, I am heating my tadka pan with 1 teaspoon wood pressed groundnut oil. Instead of wood pressed groundnut oil, you can use any locally sourced wood pressed oils of your choice. Remember that healthy cooking is all about using the right quality of oils. So try to use wood pressed oils in your diet for your better health. Once the oil is heated, I am adding in half teaspoon mustard seeds, 2 whole red chillies which I am breaking into small pieces and adding in and give it a good stir. And once the mustard seed starts to splutter, turn off the flame and pour it over the raita. And my quick and easy tomato onion raita is ready to serve. To roast the pappad, I am heating my cast iron tawa and I am placing the pappad on the tawa. And I am roasting both sides. Lightly press down with a cotton cloth. Flip it over and press down with the cotton cloth. Again flip it over and press down with the cotton cloth. I personally don't like to roast it over the gas flame, so this is the method which I prefer to roast the pappad. Once done, remove to a plate. Repeat the same thing with the next pappad as well. Lightly press down with the cotton cloth. Flip it over and lightly press down with the cotton cloth. Once done, flip it over again and remove. And the pressure has depressurized by itself, so I am opening the pressure cooker. The brown rice is perfectly cooked, as you can see. Into this I'm adding in the chopped capsicum. Give it a good mix. The capsicum will get cooked in the residue heat, and this will also help to retain the crunch of the capsicum. And lastly, sprinkle the fried nuts and raisins. Serve the pulao to a plate along with raita, roasted pappad and lemon pickle. Homemade pickle is a good source of healthy gut-friendly probiotics. So guys, do try this healthy brown rice pulao and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.